quarters to Hebreka Maccabi after being one of the favorites. They got off to a good start last night with a close win over Instituto, but they will need to dominate tonight to get back some of their BCL America swagger.
Craig, yeah, we missed you last night, and Franca looked to have a good amount of swagger with their newly added player, Didi Luzada. He was a great addition to this team, and I expect them to go far if they keep playing like we saw yesterday evening.
Franca added Didi Luzada, but they lost 4 starters from that 2024 team, including Lucas Diaz, who is extremely hard to replace. CDC Leones, meanwhile, joins the BCL Americas fray for the first time after winning the Chilean League last season, currently in the quarterfinals of that league. They bounced traditional power UDEC out of this event for the first time in 4 years, and they've got a host of foreign players, including Gabby Bilardo of Puerto Rico, as we look at the starting lineup for Leones. Gabby Bilardo, an electrifying scorer who I had the privilege of calling his games in BSN Puerto Rico for Grises de Humacao a couple of years ago. We'll see what he and the rest of the new entrants can do in this competition. And Andrew, none of the players on CDC Leones have played in this event last year for any team, which is extremely unusual.
Yeah, it sure is. They're new to the tournament, and I said actually before our first game of the evening that sometimes I like to just get a good challenge right out of the gate, and I think Franca will be a great challenge to this new team to introduce them to the Americas Championship.
2 games tomorrow night. Boca Juniors will take on Toros de Chiriquí at 7:40 local time in Rio, and then it'll be Instituto against Leones, 10:10 local time here in Cordoba, as we look at the starting lineup for Coach Elinho and Sesi Franca. CDC Leones, based in Quilpué, Chile. They won their first LNB Chile championship last year. He's had a host of foreign players. Añore Castillo of the Dominican Republic, Pablo Allegrini of Uruguay, Joshua Webster from the USA, Gabby Bilardo, we mentioned him, from Puerto Rico, Eduardo Lugo of Dominican Republic, Roquez Johnson, and Jerry Evans Jr., both from the USA. Roquez Johnson is going to be interesting to watch. His 20.7 points per game leads LNB Chile right now. So we'll see how he does in this competition.
I think it's exciting to have newcomers all around. That's a heck of a change up there. Something that the other team is going to have to be prepared for.
Brings back a couple Americans. David Jackson, 42 years old, David Jackson, and Charles Hinkle at 36 years old, as well as Facundo Corvalán from Argentina, one of their foreign reinforcements brought in. Head coach for Leones, Jose Samaniego, assisted by Paul Rodriguez, and Elinho, assisted by Jose Arantes. Our officials for this game: Andres Bartel of Uruguay, Leonardo Salazar of Argentina, and Roberto Fernandez of Costa Rica. It'll be Wesley Ferrara jumping against Roquez Johnson, and Leones wins the tip. Webster between the rings. Outside to Jerry Evans Jr. Misses that three-point attempt. And Franca with their first offensive possession. Ferrara. And a shot clock violation as Rafael Hetchemeyer unable to get the shot off before shot clock expires. Hetchemeyer played for Flamengo in the BCL Americas 2023, averaged 12 points and 5 rebounds. Did not play in this event last year for anybody. And Yuri Castillo launches the tray. That misses. That ball tipped by Ty Jones, and he comes up with it. Starters, by the way, for CDC Leones: Yuri Castillo, Joshua Webster, Ty Jones, Roquez Johnson, and Jerry Evans Jr., 4 Americans, and a Dominican starting for Leones. Haven't been able to catch that 5th starter for Franca as a 3-pointer falls in for Didi Luzada. That's who my 5th starter was. So it's Luzada, Jorginho De Paula, Wesley Ferrara, Rafael Hetchemeyer, and David Jackson.
And just quick correction, he was inside the line with one of his feet. So I believe that was a 2.
That one, however,
no mistake in that one.
3. No. Jorginho De Paula gives Franca the 5-0 lead. Here comes Castillo. Launches it from 17. That's good. From the right wing. Pretty stroke by Yuri Castillo. Jackson with the left hand, lay-in nicely done. 7-2 in favor of Franca. Four now following that bucket as we cross the 7-minute mark of this first period. 3-pointer missed by Ferreira. And here comes Leones. 3 on the way from Castillo. Splash! And we're tied at 7. And Yuri Castillo, 27-year-old, drains it to even things up. Zada gets it back between the rings. Shot clock at 5. Didi for 3, and that is a deuce. Not a 3. Again, his foot on the line. And Franco with a 2-point lead. Yeah,
twice he's been on the line. It's the worst shot in basketball, they say.
Got that toe.
I'm part of that. I'm gonna say I agree.
Well, just as a matter of housekeeping, we had a stat issue with our stat program in the last game we did between Flamengo and Boca. This time it appears that we have some limited stats for Leones, but none for Franca. We'll do the best we can to keep you updated based off of what we're getting on the screen and some of what we're getting online. Long 3-pointer missed by David Jackson. David Jackson, 42 years old. Finished collegiately at Penn State in 2007 as Roquez Johnson lays it in with the left hand. You were still in middle school in 2007, weren't you?
Not quite, but he played a pretty integral role at the end of the game last night. Oh, we have tried to intentionally foul here and didn't get the call.
Hetchemeyer wanted that intentional there. Instead pulls down that rebound. Hetchemeyer, an absolute load, 6'10", 208 centimeters at 38 years old. Have an affinity for him as he and I share a birthday. Here comes the drive.
I'd say he
the
weighs
left-hand
more than
lay-in
you,
is
Greg.
Probably. Jerry Evans Jr. with the beautiful soaring left-hand layup. Although you haven't seen me lately, Drew. I've dropped a few lubs. Oh, great defense by Luzada, forcing the miss. And now the running left-hander off the glass, no good. I think that was De Paula. And there's the intentional hold by Rafael Hetschemeyer.
He said, well, since I didn't get it the first time, I've got a free one this time. That little runner that they do, that would be the one that I would think of when I say that I agree with that the three-point shot with your foot on the line or that long two is the worst shot. I don't know. I think there's better shots to take than that runner most of the time. Sometimes it's a good look, but I just feel like you can get a nice looking layup or at least something more towards the basket or just a jump shot, pull up.
Yeah, get yourself square and not have to do something off the platform.
Yeah, you're doing usually a good layup attempt. You've got two hands on the ball, so you got control. You're going off 1 foot. Or your jump shot, you're going off 2 feet and you got two hands on the ball, so a little even more controlled. That runner, you're going with one hand, 1 foot, and it's just, anything to the left or the right, and it's not a great shot, not an accurate shot.
Hetschemeyer banging and backing down Roquez Johnson. Roquez draws the foul. Rafael Hetschemeyer. He's a load in there, man. Wow. That's a man playing some basketball.
I'm not sure Johnson I saw the foul. Yeah.
First free throw up and in for Hetschemeyer. There you get a look at Helinho. Second free throw good, and we're tied at 11. And Andrew, thinking back to last year's BCL Americas and Franca with Lucas Diaz losing to Hebraica Maccabi in 3 games, nobody thought that was possible. And the thing was, it wasn't that Hebraica shut Franca down defensively. It was just Hebraica somehow managed to outscore them.
Yeah, the big thing there was Franca was getting most of their points from 3, and Hebraica Maccabi was definitely getting most of their points from the 2-point area. I would be willing to bet there were games where Hebraica attempted less threes than what Franca made.
Oh, yeah. Fadeaway no good for Hetschemeyer. But De Paula puts up the 3 and splashes that one home. And it's 14-11. De Paula perfect from the arc so far. Coming up on 2.5 minutes to play first quarter. And Joshua Webster fouled from behind. That's going to be on Charles Hinkle. Webster from St. Louis finished his collegiate career at Missouri State in 2019 on the Missouri Valley Conference all-newcomer team that year. As a senior, averaged 7.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, 5.1 assists. Second free throw good for Webster. Franca by 1, inside 2.5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Hinkle swings it right side. Luzada tried to come up with something in the paint there. Nathan Fernandez into the game now for Franca. 3 on the way. Splash! about Jerry Evans Jr.? He will be 34 years old in 4 days. From Lawndale, California. Finished collegiately at the University of Nevada in 2014. Started 104 games. Wow, Hinkle with a tough shot. Jerry Evans played for Kimsa in this event in 2022. Played for Udek in 2023.
So he's been here before, just took a year off.
Yeah. He's also played in Cyprus, Greece, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico. I think that was Webster on the foul. No, it was not Webster.
You mentioned a few times how much a lot
Ty
of these
Jones.
players will. You mentioned how much they'll move around. Oh.
Offensive
Don't mind if I
rebound
do.
and a little Duncanstein there by Jorginho de Paula. He's got 8. That was his first bucket from inside three-point range.
Ooh.
Turnover there by Leonis. And Luzada fouled. Fernandez gives it up. Paula swings it to the left wing. That three is straight through. That's Charles Hinkle. He shot 47% from three-point range in this event last year.
Yeah, I liked when he caught that ball, he had his right foot planted up the line and was able to kind of slide away from the defender and come to the ball, but still shoot without a dribble.
And there's Gabby Bilardo. Talked about him in the open. 35-year-old from Puerto Rico. This dude's been doing it at a high level for a long time. He can be absolutely electric at times. As Nathan Fernandez draws the foul. Bilardo's another one of those well-traveled guys all over the Americas. Played in Slovakia. Best year was in 2022 with Grises de Humacao. Averaged 15 points per game, shot 42% from the arc. Obviously declining a little bit, but still averaged 12.6 points per game in Mexico last year. Played collegiately at Canisius and Florida International. He is just so much fun to watch. 10 seconds to play first quarter. Franca by 5. Leones holding for the final shot of the frame. Oh, a beautiful pass inside from Webster to Ignacio Carrion, but the reverse layup attempt did not fall in, and Franca will take a 23-18 lead.
Well, I think we got a foul here, Craig. I think we had a foul right at the buzzer, yeah.
The foul is going to be on Joao Costa. He will be 20 years old a week from today. So Roquez Johnson, the 32-year-old American, to the free throw line. From Montgomery, Alabama. Played at Mississippi State collegiately. Argentina and Venezuela played for, or rather in. Currently tearing up the Chilean League. So after this free throw, there will be 0.3 of a second left. Missed. Puts it back up. Oh, just missed. So we do go to the end of the first quarter with Franca up by the score of 23-18. Both of these teams
Thought that one had a
kind of
chance.
feeling each other out. As Franca and Leonis, I think they met once before. That was way back in 2018. So that pretty much irrelevant to today's contest as we look at the shooting numbers. And let's roll the highlights. One game already in the books tonight as Flamengo defeated Boca Juniors 70-69. It came down to a free throw with 0.9 of a second left. Andres Ibargüen hit the front end to get to within one, and then missed the tying free throw to preserve the victory for Flamengo. Boca Juniors tomorrow will take on Toros de Chiriquí, 7:40 local time, 5:40 Eastern in the U.S., right here in Rio. I beg your pardon, in Rio. And then the nightcap, Instituto will take on CDC Leones here in Cordoba, 10:10 local time, 8:10 Eastern in the U.S. Groups B, C, and D playing in this window. Group A, no games in this window. We will pick it up again in January once this window ends Tuesday night. The final game of this window will be between Flamengo and Toros de Chiriquí. That will take place in Rio. 7:40 local time, 5:40 Eastern time in the U.S. Tuesday. Still a few games to be played before that last one Tuesday night. Still plenty of hoops left in this one as well. Etchemeyer. He gets fouled by Roquez Johnson. That's his second. Nicholas Rebolledo, beg your pardon, into the game for the first time for Leones.
I don't know if I saw the travel on that possession.
Rebolledo between the rings. Right side now. Three-pointer launched. No. Rebound by David Jackson. Back to Etchemeyer. Outside to Facundo Corvalán. That three-pointer missed. Even with the loss of Lucas Diaz and three other starters from last year's team, Franca still, they do love to put up the three, as Daryl Jones scores his first bucket to get Leones back to within two. 23-21 now. Etchemeyer over to Fernandez. Now to Jackson. Banging and scoring. That's a veteran move. Banging, getting yourself under control, and then just putting that nice little mid-range jumper up.
Yeah, if you're gonna play anywhere outside of the country, if you're an American watching this and you're thinking about playing, you need to be able to catch the ball in that low block, kind of short corner area, get it back down, and look to score off of Well, any move you want, but usually you're going to need a little fadeaway in your bag of tricks there. In the bag, as the kids say.
Because Johnson scores, he's got 4 after the miss by Recuerda. Hinkle.
Jackson's looking to get down that same
Jackson,
spot.
Yep. Shot clock at 5. Jackson kicks it out. Franca works it around the outside. 3-pointer missed, rebounded by Bilardo. Here comes Gabby up the left side. He's made that one a couple thousand times. Gabby Bilardo, the floater in the paint, comes up a little gingerly, and we're tied at 25. Gabby's got 4. Wow, a little okey-doke by Facundo Corvalon. Everybody thought he was going to pass it. Kept it himself and went all the way. Corvalon's got his first 2 points. Yeah, Bilardo's got to come out. Came up gingerly after that floater and got that left shoe untied. Unless maybe they're just going to let him tie it. Maybe that's a little veteran move there. Gives you a little extra time to walk it off. Yeah, he's going to come out.
I think he's just taking the ball out.
Well, you're right. Yeah, there's no substitute on the score sheet, so yep. Here comes Darrell Jones for 3. Rebounded by Ferreira. Jackson. And he draws the foul. Nice job breaking down the defender, Nicolas Rebolledo. That's his first foul. He had Rebolledo on skates. Herrera. Oh, the lob inside to Jackson, now outside to Hinkle for 3. Splash! Charles Hinkle. He's got 9.
No.
And that 3
Not sure
is
if anybody
good.
caught it. That last inbound after the 3 by Franca, the inbounder was throwing the ball. They were trying to toe touch the out of bounds. Well, they hadn't gotten out of bounds yet to throw the ball in. Luckily, a ref didn't see that. They don't want to keep doing that, though. Eventually going to get caught.
Hinkle pulls up from 14 and hits.
Hinkle and Jackson both are just solid guys. They're very efficient.
Oh, yeah.
When they shoot their shots, they're usually good shots. They don't take a lot of bad shots.
Franca by 5, looking to extend, but the pass intercepted by Rebolledo.
I don't know if either one of those guys that I mentioned are just going to mix it up and do something that just takes your breath away. But they get to their spots and take high percentage shots. That's how you get a payday for as long as they've been
Yeah.
as long as they've been playing.
So David Jackson has a seat. 42 years old, David Jackson.
Yeah, I want to know his health regimen. You hear about some of these big-time professionals. Well, they have like a personal chef. I know Jackson probably gets a decent paycheck, but I doubt he's making the kind of money that he can hire a chef. So kudos to him for just taking care of himself this long. I think that's impressive.
Cross-court pass to Corvalon. Kicks it back out. Another 3. Short. Rebound grabbed by Darrell Jones. Jerry Evans. His turnaround in the paint won't go. Hinkle underneath. No, that's Ferreira.
Clear out. Called him for the offensive on that one.
Yeah.
If we see the replay here, I think he goes for the shot fake and then tries to clear out with that left arm.
Yep,
yeah,
sure did.
On the shot he does. You can get away with that to some degree, but you can't be that aggressive with it.
Here's a look at Joshua Webster. Franca still by 5. Seems like it's been 32-27 for about a month. Almost 2 minutes of game time. Hinkle the board. Intercepted. Little hot potato there. Finally, Leonis tracks it down. They got an offense going. Joshua Webster. And a foul before the shot. It's going to be on Wesley Ferreira, and that's his second. Not sure I saw a lot there, Andrew.
Yeah, that looked like a foul. He got the switch at the top of the key, and the guard did a good job of making him move his feet, and he didn't do such a great job at it. It's what a guard's supposed to do when they get a big man on him. I know from experience.
Bilardo. His pass nearly intercepted. Bilardo gets it back. 2 on the shot clock. He puts up the prayer, nearly banked in. Now Franca. Nice job by Leonis getting back on defense. But Hinkle goes up easily over Gabby Bilardo and lays that in with the right hand, and the lead is 7. And a foul before the shot. Joshua Webster nailed by Facundo Corvalon. Jose Samaniego takes timeout for Leonis. His team trails by 7. (34-27) in favor of Sesi Franca over CDC Leonis. As we look at the team leaders for Gary Evans Jr. leading with 8 points. It was Johnson 3 rebounds, Joshua Webster 3 assists. Franca a decided advantage on the glass through 1.5 quarters. Leonis, their first foray into BCL Americas play. They won their first LNB Chile championship last year. We've traditionally seen UDEC, Universidad de Concepcion, out of Chile. With CDC this year. Castillo on the drive. his acrobatic effort for naught. Approaching 3 minutes to play, second quarter. The captain, Jorginho de Paula, working on his defender, not able to get anywhere. Jackson for three, splash! And it's a 10-point lead now for Franca, 37-27. David Jackson with 7. Here's Castillo. Bilardo.
Franca wants
down low to Evans.
Keep pouring this on.
Beg your pardon, that was Roquez Johnson who missed the short jumper. And Webster grabs Jackson before any further damage can be done. Fernandez, right side to De Paula. Now Jackson again. Great defense by Joshua Webster. Wow, what a tremendous outlet pass. And a great job by Yuri Castillo.
Yeah,
Joshua Webster with a long pass.
That last possession by Jackson, he was throwing everything out, including the kitchen sink, to try to get that shot off.
Franca's got numbers here. Corvalon jacks the tray, missed.
I think he might have traveled before he shot that.
You know, I kind of thought that as well. Bilardo.
We get a good amount of shuffle feet when we're coming to catch the ball, where they don't really get called here.
An air ball from straight on with the shot clock winding down. Now here comes Corvalon. And the three from the left wing is up, rings out. Bilardo. Coming up on 1 minute to play, second quarter. Gabby's got it between the rings. Driving on Hinkle and foul on the dribble. David Jackson, the guilty party. A couple of ticks inside 1 minute to play, second quarter. First foul on Jackson. Roquez Johnson will have a seat. Webster over to Bilardo. Webster gets it back. Now Gabby. Picked up by Jackson. Here comes the screen. Gabby launches the three. With the shot clock winding down again, that one missed. 40 seconds to play, second quarter. Hinkle. Oh, a beautiful pass from Hinkle into Nathan Fernandez, and he goes up and monsters it home with two hands. A beautiful touch pass from Charles Hinkle right on the money to Nathan Fernandez. Let's watch this again.
Yeah, followed with the big man jam.
Oh, just tremendous ball movement, and there was nothing Yuri Castillo could do. Hinkle laser to Fernandez. And Jose Samaniego takes timeout. His team down again by 10. Franca bench outscoring Leona 16-6. Pretty good disparity in the rebounding numbers as well in favor of Franca.
Yeah, Franca really looks like the more experienced team here so far.
Yeah. Franca leading the rebounding battle 23-16. Franca 8 turnovers, though. Leonis just 2. .8 to play in this second quarter. Franca by 10. Leonis to inbound. Backcourt pressure, a little trap there. But it's broken by Leonis relatively easily. Gallardo from 15. That missed, and Yuri Castillo was standing by himself outside the three-point arc for about 15 seconds, waving for the ball. Nobody saw him. Left alone like a man with COVID. Oh, the alley-oop from Webster and Yuri Castillo, and he gets the deficit to 8 with his 9th point as the first half comes to a close. Franca on top. (39-31) as we go to halftime. They see the shooting numbers. Leonis, 3 of 17 from three-point range. Franca's lost to Hebraica Maccabi last year.
Oh, I thought you were going to say tapes from your favorite sports film where they motivate everybody to go out and well, we talked about that Franca had 8 turnovers compared to 2, but they still lead by 8 points. So I got to think that Leonis may not be converting on some of those turnover opportunities. And then just in general, I think that they're going to need Franca's efficiency to go down. So both things defensively, I mean, they're getting turnovers, they're causing turnovers to happen. So I guess part of that is more offensive, just converting when you have those opportunities. But it's looking like Franca's the team in control, but we've seen plenty of games that, we see the second half just completely turn the table. So we'll see if that happens here.
Well, we'll see if Leonis can shoot the ball a little better. 10 of 21 from two-point range in the first half. Franca 10 of 15. So they were even on two-pointers, but on three-pointers, Leonis 3 of 17. Franca not much better, 5 of 13, but there's a 6-point difference right there. And Franca made 2 more free throws, 4 of 6 as opposed to 2 of 4. There's your difference. Couple of three-pointers, couple of free throws, and it's an 8-point deficit. This is the 2024-25 BCL Americas Tournament opening window. Group D between Franca and CDC Leones of Chile. We are back with second half action in just a few moments. Welcome back to Estadio Angel Sandrin in Cordoba, Argentina for tonight's BCL Americas Group D matchup between Sesi Franca of Brazil and CDC Leones of Chile. After one half, Franca leads Leones 39-31 alongside Andrew Hunt. My name is Craig Feda. So glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. Across South America on DirecTV, in the USA on FanDuel TV, and everywhere else on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. Last game of the night, 2 games tomorrow, 1 game on Tuesday, and the December window, just like that, will be closed. As we get a quick whistle to start off this second half, as Wesley Ferrara whistled for the infraction. Ferrara took the shot to the ear, but gets called for the foul. That's his third.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, you already had 2 in the first half and an early third here in the third.
Ignacio Carrion scores. That's his first bucket. And Leones to within 6. Hetschemeyer. And Andrew, I don't think there's anybody who can bang with Hetschemeyer on Leones. But he has not really torn it up so far.
I would pick, is it Tavares with it was one of the first games we watched. He's the only guy that I've seen that seems to rival the size. Yeah.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot of real bigs this year.
Tyvek Galitzi's pretty good, big guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily play the kind of back down style that these guys do, but defensively, I feel like he could potentially offer some resistance. We mentioned earlier Hebreka Maccabi. Are they in Group A by chance, or did they miss the tournament?
No, Hebreka Maccabi not in the event this year.
Darn.
Group A is Real Estelí, Paisas, and Toros del Valle.
So no Halcones either, one of my favorites. Probably my 2 favorites, not in the tournament. Darn it.
They were so fun to watch last year.
I have to find some new favorites now.
Well, Andrew, you're a broadcaster. You can't be biased and have any favorites.
You're right.
But there are some teams that are, I don't know, more electrifying, more enjoyable, more entertaining to watch.
Right, yeah, that was like Halcone, so they would always win at the very last second.
The 3. Yeah. They played in a great atmosphere, so yeah, that made those games fun to look forward to and do. Oh, nice ball fake by Jerry Evans Jr. Splashes the 3 after the ball fake to shake off the defender, and he's got 11.
To be clear, winning at the last minute doesn't necessarily mean you're a great team. Great teams probably have it wrapped up already. But still fun to watch.
Yeah. Corvalon for 3 again. That's good! Corvalon's got 8 now on back-to-back 3-pointers. A nice little shot there by Ignacio Carrion. Etchemeyer, his long jumper missed. Rebound tip finally controlled by Leonis. And here comes Webster. Evans again! Ooh. Jerry Evans Jr.
Beat him.
He's got 14 now. 4 of 7 from three-point range.
It is heat check time.
Shoot this one from the parking lot next time. The three-pointer missed, and here comes Leonis again. Castillo tried to take it up over the defender, but could not seal the deal. Now the bounce pass inside to Ferreira. A little Ole move, and he puts it up with the left hand and scores. Let's lead back to 6. Nearly stolen away, and here comes Webster. Here's Jerry. Oh, what a beautiful pass from Evans. Ignacio Carrion, just like that, he's got 6 points, but that was something special on that pass by Jerry Evans Jr. Last couple 3 minutes has been a Jerry Evans Jr. highlight tape. Facundo Corvalán for 3 again. That one missed. Evans the rebound. Jerry Evans doing it all for CDC Leonis right now. And Leonis trailed by 4, but he has his pocket pick there. Wesley Ferreira just takes it away and finishes it himself with the right hand. Lead back to 6, 5 minutes to play third quarter. Another steal by Franca. This one, Facundo Corvalán, he takes it all the way himself.
Pretty big breakdown by Leonis here.
Yeah, one
2
more
terrible
steal.
Turnovers in a row.
One more steal. Jose Samaniego for Leonis going to have to call the constabulary. Have him waiting for Franca outside after this game. There you see Etchemeyer, guilty of the foul. Carrion sitting down after an effective stretch. So Webster to the free throw line. 27-year-old from St. Louis misses the first free throw. The lead has swelled back to 8 for Franca. Roquez Johnson and Gabby Bilardo back in for Leonis. Second free throw is good by Webster. Roquez Johnson tried to get a turnover for Leonis there, but Franca able to maintain possession. Hinkle handoff. Now Corvalán. Shot clock at 7. Corvalán working on Roquez Johnson. Nice ball movement on the outside. Jackson for 3. 4 minutes to play third quarter. Webster tried to take it all the way himself, but draws the foul, and he's going to go to the line for a pair. Castillo sits down. Free throw well short by Joshua Webster. Barely caught front iron. Eduardo Lugo on for Leonis now. Seeing his first action in this game. Second free throw good. Webster now with 6, 4 of them coming from the free throw line. He never did put up who that foul was on Franca. Jackson draws that foul clearly on Gabby Bilardo.
Good take.
Oh, tough drive. Yeah, Jorginho de Paula. He will go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Boy, he just spun around Joshua Webster. Free throw is good. The lead is 9. De Paula with a dozen. As we approach 3.5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Bilardo to his left. Gets it back. Bilardo pulls up from 17. That is good. Pretty stroke from the veteran. And Gabby's got 6. Jackson gets past Bilardo. Easy right-hand layup. Bilardo trying to return the favor.
I'll say Jackson's the mouse in the house.
Yeah. That's a good job on Evans, though.
He plays it well. Well, that ball was up in the air. Jackson kind of forced him to move outside of the paint a little bit.
A floater from Webster would not fall. Now Franca with a chance to get it above 10. Fernandez with the right hand draws the foul. I think that's going to be on Evans.
I feel like Hernandez is capable of just loading that one up and stuffing it, but maybe not.
2:31 to play, third quarter. Franca on top by 9. And Jose Samaniego wants timeout. Welcome back to Estadio Ángel Sandrín in Cordoba, where Sesi Franca is looking to take permanent control of this game. Lead by 9, 56-47, 2:34 to play, third quarter. He's Andrew Hunt. My name is Craig Feda. CDC Leonis with their first venture into BCL America's play. Nathan Fernandez to the free throw line. Swishes the first. And the lead is now 10. Both free throws good. And it's up to 11. 2.5 minutes to play, third quarter.
We flashed there a picture of the coach for, I'm trying to think who it is.
Oh, my! Joshua Webster accelerates, elevates, and throws it down with the right hand. My goodness. Andrew, you were saying.
Yeah, the coach up there in the stands from, I believe, Instituto, probably scouting his opponent.
Instituto playing Leonis here tomorrow night.
Oh!
Oh, and at the other end, Didi Luzada says, I got some of that. Didi's been quiet tonight, just 6 points, but makes some noise there. Here's Bilardo's step back. Franca leads by 11 inside of a minute and a half. Beautiful pass from Fernandez. It falls in.
Hey.
That foul's going to be on Roquez Johnson. Fernandez, a gorgeous pass for Charles Hinkle. Hung on the rim seemingly forever before deciding to fall in. Roquez Johnson sits down. That's his fourth. To go along with 4 points and 4 rebounds. So Hinkle to try to complete the three-point play. That's good. Hinkle, by the way, last year in BCL America's play, in 8 games with Franca, he was 15 of 15 from the free throw line.
So I guess we can call him Mr. Perfect.
Andrew giving that broadcaster's jinx a run for its money here. Daryl Jones, I beg your pardon, that's Joao Costa into the game now. 19 years old, he'll be 20 in a week.
Ooh,
not sure where that pass was
Steal
going.
down.
Danco Garcia into the game now for Leonis, 22-year-old. Webster.
Oh, you got the
left
big
side.
man.
Shot clock is off. Game clock at 18. Costa into the front court. Jackson feeds Fernandez, and he goes up for the easy right-hand lay-in. Third quarter coming to an end, and Leonis turns it over. And the third quarter finishes up with a burst by Franca. And they lead 65-49.
This was the kind of way I expected them to play beginning in the first half when they kind of got that lead, but they let it slip first halftime. Now they've solidified it here and should be able to not cruise in the fourth quarter, but
historically, this is what we've seen from Franca. Usually they score in the mid to upper 90s. Yesterday scoring 81 against Instituto on their home floor. As we look at some of the third quarter highlights, there's the right-hand lay-in by Ignacio Carrion. But a 26-18 outburst in this third quarter puts them up by 16 to start the fourth.
having the Franca game last night without you, I thought, but I'll ask you to see if our memories agree with each other. I thought Franca usually was, and maybe that's what you're alluding to here with what you just said, but more of a second half team. They didn't necessarily show a lot in the first half, and then in the second half, they pretty much put the game away. So they'd keep it close. They'd be, maybe up a little bit or tied, something like that, and then the second half would just kind of put it away. Not all the time.
Yeah,
they lost the Keemsa.
I'd say I'd say that's accurate. They definitely can score in bunches once they get going in that second half.
No, excuse me. Franca lost to Brecca Maccabi last year. Correct. I'm thinking of Flamengo that lost to Kips in the final.
In the
That's
final.
what I'm thinking of. Mm-hmm.
Costa getting some good minutes here. Now Hinkle for three. That one missed. Fernandez the rebound.
Great.
Nathan Fernandez having himself a nice night. Gets the lead to 18. Bilardo into the corner. I think that was Allegrini, and Gabby has it stolen. Didi Luzada goes up with another dunk. Franca rolling now. The lead is 20. Shaw Costa, the rebound. Smallest guy on the floor at 5'10", 178 centimeters. Castillo providing good defense. Providing excellent defense. Three-pointer up and good. Count that for Anjuri Castillo. He's got 12. Jackson.
If you're Franca now, you want to go deep into the shot clock every time.
Yeah. Hinkle. Bottled up by a couple of defenders, but then fouled.
Because with
Jones,
the 24
protesting a little bit.
24-second shot clock, if you take most of it, you're limiting the other team to pretty much, one possession per minute, or like maybe 4 possessions every 3 minutes, we'll call it, because you're going to end up with a little extra time there. But you're hoping to get a little tip out, rebound. You get a few more seconds to, run the clock there. But even with that equation, if you get 4 possessions every 3 minutes, they got 12 possessions left. That means the other team down by 18, 19 now, they would need to score on every single one of those possessions and keep them in. Like I said, you're going to score something. So
yeah,
there's my game math for you.
Yeah,
possession math.
Three-pointer missed. Jackson the rebound. The alley-oop way up there for Nathan Fernandez. He couldn't finish on the initial take, but went right back up with it, and the lead is now 21. Inside 8 minutes to play. Nathan Fernandez, 11 points on 80% shooting, and he pulls down another rebound.
And the one time, just like we saw in that last possession, where I'm not too disappointed if we don't use up a lot of clock, is an easy basket. If I get easy points, I'm all about that.
Costa's three-pointer misses. Here's Daryl Jones. Castillo. Splash. Nice pull-up. Sidestep fadeaway by Anjuri Castillo. He's got 14 points. Costa on the handoff to Jackson. Back to Costa.
There we go.
There's
I
Hinkle.
like this workout. Watch the help. Somebody's got to tell him.
Beg your pardon, that was Fernandez. And now there's Hinkle in the backcourt committing the foul on Gabby Bilardo.
So I can't hear everything in the gym, but when you've got the ball down there on the low block as a big guy, all you're really able to see is what's above you. You're not really looking at the baseline or under the basket.
Right.
So when that guy, the help side, comes over, somebody's got to call that out to you. If that did happen, if somebody did call that out to Fernandez, he's got to immediately pick that ball up and be strong with it and be prepared for that, because he knows if somebody's coming, it's from his blind side. So hold that ball to where, you know, you kind of got your elbow guarding, and somebody's going to have to go through a lot of arm to get to the ball.
Step back three by Daryl Jones is splashed. 6.5 minutes to play. Franca by 16. Jones now with 5. Paula whips the pass over his head. Back outside to Paula. His three-pointer just short. He gets the rebound. Hinkle swings it right side. 3 on the way. Splash! Facundo Corvalon, another three-pointer. He's got 13. Gallardo, right side to Castillo. Castillo gets it back. The offense gets reset. Castillo. And now that three-pointer rattles out. Jackson into the corner, getting it back on the wing.
Good ball movement.
Paula again. Yeah. Franca in no hurry to get a shot off. Oh, how about Wesley Ferreira going down to get that one? Up by 19 points with 5 minutes left. Still diving on the floor to get a loose ball.
That's a situation where you get that steal. You have a fresh shot clock. To me, you just dribble out, let everybody come back. You set yourself up. You know, you'll have plenty of time to take a couple of swings of the ball from side to side and find you something that gets you a good look.
First free throw good for the captain.
I'm also in this part of the game. I don't want to give the other team who's down any chance to rest, regroup, or anything. I'm playing with the lead. I don't need to rest. I'll rest when I have the ball, and I can take time where I'm standing around passing. That's where I'll get my rest. Otherwise, keep things moving, keep the clock running.
Ferreira nearly another steal. 3 from the corner, short, rebounded by Costa. To Paula. Jackson and Hinkle. Splash! Charles Hinkle! 81-57. Biggest lead of the game for Franca at 24. Bellardo from outside the right elbow over Hinkle, and that is good. Bellardo now with 8. Ferrara. Paula, now Costa. Costa loses it. And an unsportsmanlike call. So look at young Joao Costa, 19 years old. He will be 20 a week from today. He played 1 game with Franca last year in BCL Americas. Had 6 points and 3 rebounds in 12 minutes. Getting some pretty good minutes here tonight as Jose Samaniego takes timeout. With his team down by 22 and 4:12 to play. This is the second game of the night in BCL Americas play. Flamengo defeated Boca Juniors just a little while ago, 70-69 in Rio. We've got 2 games tomorrow. Boca Juniors taking on Toros to Chiriquí. 7:40 p.m. local time, 5:40 Eastern in the U.S. And then right back here, Instituto on their home floor will host CDC Leone. 10:10 p.m. local time. 8:10 Eastern in the U.S. What else are you going to do on a lovely Monday night in Cordoba? Come to a basketball game as we look at Didi Luzada. One of his 2 ferocious dunks. Boy, he just picked Gabby Bilardo clean right there.
And I think that was the dunk where he got the steal, and I was again kind of like, well, I know it's a dunk, but maybe run some clock.
Brookwes Johnson back into the game with 4 fouls. He just got his 5th point, and he's got 1 more free throw coming after the unsportsmanlike. Leonis will get the ball as well, trailing by 21. Ardo for 3. That circles off. Etchemeyer the rebound. Franca content to work it around the outside. Costa. Jackson for 3. And an offensive rebound. Etchemeyer got it to Jackson, and then he missed. 3 from the quarter, no good. Put back, no. Another attempt. Castillo can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Webster for 3. That missed. Costa finally tracks it down.
Yeah, let's settle it down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hinkle for 3. Bilardo, right side to Webster. Back up top to Bilardo. Tried to find Pablo Allegrini. And now Wesley Ferreira goes up. Franca now by 23, coming up on 2.5 minutes to play. Bilardo for 3, missed. Jackson up ahead, and he feeds Charles Hinkle, who goes up for the easy left-hand deuce. Hinkle now with 21. Allegrini short baseline jumper missed. And Costa fouled by Castillo.
Yeah, it's tough right now that Leonis' shot selection or 3-point percentage is going to look terrible. Which, I mean, it is. They're missing, but they're just kind of being forced to shoot those shots right now and not getting a lot of movement because it's their only chance to get back in this game. So they're just kind of chucking them. So
yeah, but it wasn't great in the first half either when they were only down by 8.
Yeah, as I said, it wasn't fantastic to start. Meanwhile, Franca is just seems to
Rafael
be increasing
Hedgemeyer.
Their percentage.
Hedgemeyer says, "Let me get into this act."
That's the other thing. A lot of these long rebounds, it makes it tough to recover on defense. That's why you've seen a couple of dunks and runouts by Franca. They get in the transition, and there's nobody really back on defense yet.
Inside of 1.5 minutes to play now. Franca by 28. 3 circles out. Back outside.
Get the young fellow another one.
Leonis has scored just 11 points in this 4th quarter. Franca already at 23. And again, this is the Franca that we're used to seeing, points in bunches. Fernandez turns it over, and now Leonis, as you said, they just have no choice but to put up threes, but this one has been decided. Costa feeds Ferreira. He gets it stolen away.
This is some more basketball philosophy while we don't have too much else that we need to think about at the moment.
Okay, hit me up.
If I'm in a situation like Leone, I'm more a fan of seeing if I can get to the basket like that.
Well, there you go.
Because maybe you get fouled, you stop the clock. So just what I said earlier, if I'm the team winning, I don't want you to get any time to stop, rest, try to talk about, hey, what's going on. I want things to keep moving so you can't really figure out and get on the same page. So if you're the team that's down, that's what you want. It's what you want to achieve. And the fact of the matter is, shooting a bunch of threes, as they scored 4 in a row right there after the miss on the free throw, what are your chances of getting back in the game anyway? Meanwhile, if I can keep scoring some points, if the other team stops scoring a little bit and I can cut into that lead, well, now I can let a few threes fly and maybe I'm in a better rhythm. So just my idea of what to do if you're playing while you're down by a good margin.
Castillo putting it up as the clock expires, and Franca. We talked about in the open how they wanted to dominate tonight, and they did just that. 88-64, the big win over CDC Leonis. Moved 2-0 in group play. In Group D, Leonis in their first BCL Americas action, fall to 0-1 in Group D. Franca outscoring Leonis 23-15 in that fourth quarter. You saw Leonis's 3-point percentage, 7 of 35, I think it was. 20%. We look at some of the leading scorers. Charles Hinkle, 21 points. Facundo Coverla, 13. Jorginho de Paula, 13 for Franca. And Yuri Castillo and Jerry Evans Jr. led the way for CDC Leonis with 14 points apiece. And Joshua Webster in double figures with 10. That puts a cap on this day. Prior to this game, Flamengo defeated Boca Juniors in an exciting contest, 70-69. Pair of games tomorrow. It's going to be Boca Juniors against Toros de Chiriquí at 7:40 local time in Rio, 5:40 Eastern time in the U.S., followed up by Instituto right here on their home floor, taking on this CDC Leones team. 10:10 p.m. local time, 8:10 Eastern time in the U.S. right here in Cordoba. And then on Tuesday, the final game of this window, it's going to be Flamengo against Toros de Chiriquí. And then we are off until January 9th, when we will begin window number 2. Andrew Hunt, final thoughts on this one. Sesi Franca, just too deep, too experienced, and too good for CDC Leonis in their initial foray into BCL Americas play.
Right, and we talk about Franca trying to get back to a place they were last year, and I think they're well on their way. They really look like they're playing together as a team, obviously scoring enough points to be good enough. So we'll see as they advance to some better competition if they can keep this up. I'm optimistic.
Again, the final score 88-64. Franca defeats CDC Leonis as we look at the table for Group D. For my partner, Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Feda. Thanks for watching, everybody. So long for now.